Shalom, guys. I hope that you're doing well today. Welcome in. We're going to take a look at some energy once again and see what's going on. Today is January the 9th, 2026. If today is your birthday, happy anniversary, all that kind of stuff. If you're down and out, I send you love and light. And if you're a subscriber to this platform and maybe you've never just heard me say it before, I do lift you guys up in prayer. We're living in a world that's just so torn apart, and we need one another in some type of a connection. And so I do lift you guys up that way. I appreciate you all for coming back as often as you do on this platform. It's appreciated. And anyway, if you're new, look, I feel energy, and I don't mess around here on this platform. There are people around you, possibly, that are secretive and enemies, and you would want to know that information. And the Most High God, He speaks here in a very profound way. He gives me chills. I've got way too much supernatural stuff just caught right on live video. And I don't know what role you may be playing in a situation. If you're not upright and you are caught up in something and your conscience is going off on you, that is a God-given conscience for you to turn from something, regardless how hard it is, because your eternal soul, you're going to die someday. It's a fact. We can see that realm right in this realm itself. It's a paranormal realm, and those spirits used to be like you in this earth, and they've been cut off from God, and that's a reality. And so what you are, who you are, how you get up in here in the earth and act and respond to things, positive or negative, got consequences and rewards on either direction of it. It's your choice. We've been getting a lot of psychopathic energy that keeps coming on the platform because a lot of people in the earth have a lot of freakish mental problems, and they're shattered from within, and a lot of them have already been cut off from God in this realm, and they've become what people call karmic. They're twice dead energy, meaning they've already died in this realm. They're just the walking dead zombie people that have no conscience. That's why they don't give a rip that they play games with people in the earth. Control freaks, things like that. We really on this platform try to warn people through the Spirit of the living God, who is saying He's coming and He's cutting things off from people even in the here and now. And if that happens here and now, you're just already screwed when you do die. And God tells us that He doesn't get any pleasure in seeing a wicked person have to die. And precious are His saints that die from this realm because they've kept their conscience and love towards the Most High and have done what they're supposed to do in this realm. And I strive to do that, to walk in the truth. Whether you do or not, or will turn or not, that's up to you. If you want to be a troll, go ahead and be a troll. It's never going to pay off for you, ever. I have freedom of speech, and I have rights, and so do you. And I have a right to speak the truth and to get up and fight also on this platform when I feel the Spirit of God raging against wicked energies. That's my choice. This platform's been dedicated to the Most High God, and nobody gets to touch this platform, and people have tried to because they don't like the truth. We're told that in this hour people would hate the truth. If you do, I guess you do. You know what I don't understand about the liars and the thieves and the cheats and the murderers? They got to have some type of truth so that they can come and manipulate for their own gain in a matter. Well, I don't understand why you just can't operate in the truth. You can act like you're truthful all day long. Why won't you just be truthful? Well, some people can't do it. Some people can't do it. They play games. It's craziness. I just won't put up with it. I won't. I'll be very vocal about nasty energy. The Most High God, He's the one running the universe. He created this earth. He said He gave it over to man to run it in righteousness. And He's sovereign. He gives us two paths. He said, I give you free will, and here's your free will. You either live or die. He said, there's a path called life, and there's a path called death. And He said, you choose. That's where the free will comes. That's all the free will we get, is to either choose to live or to die. That's your free will. And you choose to die and go down a path that looks so bright in the here and now, and that's all you get. But there's something beyond this realm that's so blissful that God even tells us your eyes haven't even seen it yet. But people who walk in faith, we know that realm is waiting for us, and we live forever. It's your choice. Go ahead and play your games, folks. Go ahead. I choose life. God even tells you, choose life. He don't want you to die. He wants you to live. It's ridiculous. I feel a lot of energy. And so brace yourself. Take it, leave it, do whatever you got to do with it. I will not apologize for who God has made me. Loyalty, going slow, being steady. This is the night that we want. This is about being a person of integrity in the upright. And some people are in the negative of this and they don't go slow. They're hasty with their feet. And God says, you be hasty with your feet. You sin. At the end of that, you die. Point blank. There's that little Queen of Cups pouting on something. And I'm talking about Queen of Cups in the negative. I'm talking about people who use their emotions, whether you're born under a water sign or not. For some people's cases, it will directly be somebody born under this sign. And if you are upright, then you are. But and I'm very personal on my platform because people have touched my platform. And so people think that they can do things behind the scenes. I'm going to bring things right out in front in your face. And I will call names if I have to because I'm not going to be your little game board. Anyway, some type of pouty type of energy is out here on some situation, and somebody been going slow or contemplating something, how to go slow on something, so be it. Somebody's bitter out here in the negative of that energy. And if you are showing up as a very kind, sweet person, then you are. And thank you for being loyal and kind. Why is this out here? That's too watery, man. It's too freaking watery out here. There's choices to be made out here. The Hierophant's out here as well. The letter H could be prevalent to somebody. Okay, this is about getting a revelation in the pictograph language and beholding a great sight. You better step back and figure out what you're going to do with this little decision today, folks. Because if it ain't upright, you're screwed. This is about being loyal to something. Let me ask you a question. Are you going to be loyal to wickedness? Because you're involved in something, now you feel stuck in trying to do something? Or are you going to be loyal to God and the truth and be victorious in something? Because you are not victorious outside of truth. So somebody got many suitors for some of you all. There's a loyalty situation. And if this is a marriage situation for some of you all, somebody sleeps around. We already know that because God's brought the STD nonsense out here. Everybody's jumping in bed with everybody in this world. Nastiness. Show me the Seven of Cups. I have no tolerance for it. When you've been messed with by psychos, you either get up and you fight. Look at all the water coming out. It's in the reverse. You either get up and fight or you lay down, let them do whatever they want to. They don't have the right to control people in the earth realm, these psychos. This Ten of Cups, this is emotional, and it's in reverse. There's third parties that we already know because when I read yesterday, there were third parties there real strong. Okay? And all my cards are in the upright, but we know something's wrong out here. And for a lot of you all, there's backstabbing, betrayal there. Okay? Because loyalty's out here. Somebody fixing to make a choice, and either that's fixing to turn this way, or for some people it already has. Now people's doing some crazy stuff around that matters because their little emotions are caught up in stupidness. If that's in the reverse, somebody's trying to work against you. Go ahead. Work against people. You big shot. You ain't no big shot. You prove that you're kook. Somebody got a confusion on them. That's confusion that ain't of God. God ain't about confusion. He's not a God of confusion, but if you choose that, he'll let you go into that confusion. Ridiculous. There's third parties out here attached to some stuff. So this choice is very emotional on somebody out here. Anyway. What else you want to bring out here, Most High God? El Elyon, Yahuwah Elohim. Somebody could be blocking. This is defensive. So you dang straight, it's defensive for some people. And we have a right to stand our ground and push some freaks no matter what is being thrown at us and stand up in here and get a victory for all truth's sake. Somebody's blocked from traveling or something. Like, no, we're not. God commanded you and I not to be afraid. Come on, bring it today. I'll go where I want to go, see who I want to see, do what I want to do because I'm a grown person and you don't control me. I ain't blocked from crap. I refuse you, stupids. Show me more information. So this is about making connections out here. What kind of connections are you making? Because somebody's got some stupid stuff out here. Show me more information. Take them to the ground today, Yehovah. Take them to the ground today. Literally take them to the lower parts of the earth today. Knock them right on out and scare a bunch of people in the process of doing it. The moon, secrets, maybe even at night. Some type of secrets are out here. Well, they're out. Then it's emotional. This is just too much water out here. Could be a strong Cancer. This is what's in the hidden space. Secretive, deceptive connections that somebody's trying to make or did make. Now they're all freaking crazy and emotional and having to make another decision out here. They're in danger. We already know the wicked are in danger. God, let me tell you what God says. I don't care if you agree with it or not. It's not going to make void what he says because his word has proven itself over and over and over. That's why I'm confident in the truth. He said that the wicked are going to be cut out of the earth. He gives you a space to do what's correct. And then at the end of that nonsense, you are cut out. You are rooted out. You are cut out. It's upright people that remain in the earth. Are you upright, folks? What else is in the hidden space? Freaking idiots. We got somebody's sexuality out here that is... look, you can go ahead and click off. I don't care what you have to say about it. God says same sex brings a confusion. Somebody is confused. The confusion's out here. Okay? God says it's abominable to him. It is unproductive. God says that these people, they burned for each other, same sex. He said, so he just gave them over to a reprobate mind. Their mind's reprobate to God. Sodom and Gomorrah nonsense out here. They probably a prostitute. All these cards are in the upright as well, but a dog can trace you back to same sex and prostitution and homosexuality. It's out here. Go look up all the things about a dog. It'll tell you about it. And somebody's friends out here involved in something, trying to protect something that's wicked. You're off. You're off. Somebody is not in a good place. The lilies came out yesterday. That is a sexuality card. That is about making peace for some people. That's about your integrity. Somebody don't have integrity out here and doing some crap because all they do is sit up in here and get other people throw some crap because they're emotional wreck on something out here. They're an emotional wreck out here. It does want to come out, and it wants to come out in the reverse with the book. Somebody's secret's out, or somebody don't want some secret out. Okay, well, it's in the reverse. This is a pervert. Dog trace you back to a pervert. We know what they've done. They have tried to, if you're new, we kept having, the maze kept coming out for a long time. And just kept coming out when I would read this month. And then finally, in the pictograph language of the tarot, the Most High revealed what he was talking about. The word maze in another language, one direction or the other, talks about a heinous plot. And it is connected with the pictograph language with your genitals. It's a sex plot. Somebody's sexuality is out here. It's a pervert nonsense. Okay? And if you're not under God's wings and the pavilion that he promises to keep us under his wings, you're lost out here, and pervert energy is going to come to you. Now, if there's perversion around you, it is God. I was sitting there with Most High last night just speaking about some things that have taken place in a very literal sense. And the Most High said, if you see perversion in any type of way around you, there has been some type of a bribe that's been opened up to bring that perversion. Because I talk about it all the time. And bribes come out a lot And flattery comes out a lot because this is the hour that we live in, and God said that it would be real strong in this hour. And God said, you shake hands for a bribe to go do something on somebody's life. He says a wicked man will pull that bribe out of his bosom to pervert your way. And so you just consented to some karmic activity to open up for perversion to come in. So now you got all kind of nasty sexual things that are going on because somebody's taking a bribe around something. And they did it against people that are upright because that's what the crazies do. But God promises to keep us safe. We are living in the time of Sodom and Gomorrah. People are doing bestiality. We know that for a fact. God talks about it a lot on this platform. Okay, and so we got a cuckoo out here doing some nasty stuff that's opened up a wide perversion around people. And anyway, they've had secrets, and so in the hidden space, these are deep secrets, but that coming out in the reverse. And they don't want somebody to know what they've done, but it's going to come out. Because I'm not saying it. God says that it will come out. You could never hide anything from God. God says, my eyes are on the evil and the good, beholding everything. So who are you really mad at? Aren't you mad at yourself for going astray? Can you not come back? Or are you already cut off? Or are you dead today? I don't know. But I don't have to put up with you. Neither does any upright person around you either. You're a pervert. You're a nasty pervert. A love situation. This is not a love situation. The other day, God said that there was two people that felt the same about one another in all purity. Whether they're together or not, I don't know. But they know, okay, that there's something very pure. It's from God. And for some people's cases, both parties on each side has some creep around situation, and somebody in the connection wants the same sex of whatever's going on between the male and the female. Here they want the same sex on either side of it. It's nasty. It ain't a love situation for this individual. That's crazy. That's a pervert stuff. That ain't love. Dumb. We've got something about somebody trying to get into unity to do something out here. A shelter situation is out here. Well, anyway, that's dumb. You're sick. Anyway, somebody trying to block somebody from having shelter or something like that because somebody's jealous or ate up with some crap out here, folks. Or just ate up with some crap. They can't even think straight. They got maggots in their brains. Oh my God, they got maggots in their brains. A lot of people do. A divorce situation is out here, or just separating something is out here. There is a matter that is very widely known, and there's going to be a judgment and justice that's going to be made on a situation. Good, an ending is going to take place. Yes, it is. God will only allow stuff just to go on for so long. And some of us has been waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting, even for years, for some crap that just got started out of some stupid individuals' imagination and started some nonsense out here. What else you want to bring out here? It can only go on for so long. So there's the contract, the marriage, whatever it is coming out. Again, so if this person's married, I guess you're going through a divorce, or your crazy ex, still crazy. Around some nonsense that came out yesterday. There's the grave. If you don't stop, you're dying. If you don't stop, you're going to freaking die. And we're all going to shout that some wicked party is gone. It's sad that you had to lose your soul over some crap. There's a death situation out here already, probably. But somebody's got the mob and stuff out here. It's really nasty. The stars are coming out. This is exposure on some stuff, or somebody's acting around something as well. Your house wants to come out because the shelter, it kept wanting to show itself at the bottom of the deck. Somebody's shelter is out here, attached to some stuff, and then there's a love situation there. So this has something to do with somebody's mind. Okay, and this earth sign card. If you upright, you're upright. If you're not, you're not. I don't care what sign you are. If you're upright, you are. But it goes both ways all day long for people. This is about getting grounded. And we surely will get grounded with the Most High God. People who have their conscience and their soul. I can't believe people would do a heinous plot to, because rape came out yesterday when we were reading. Somebody wanted to bow somebody over and get them up their rumpus because the intestine area was there. And God was being very precise. He sees this crap. I hate the things that I know God is watching in the earth. If he says, my eyes behold the evil and the good, I'm just like, oh my God. Just to know about certain things makes me sick to my stomach. And that's why God gets up in such a fierce way to take vengeance on stuff. It says to do justice and judgment is more acceptable to the Most High God than something sacrificial to you. And somebody got a decision to make, and you do know what to do. And God is saying that this thing is going to have a judgment and justice to it, with or without your approval, because God will supernaturally, his sovereignty will come in, and he will punch some people out where it really hurts. And you're gone at that point. Stuck in that dimension, never getting out of it if you don't stop. Says to take away the wicked from before the king or a leadership, and your throne's going to be established in uprightness and righteousness. Okay? And so to do judgment and justice, folks, is better than something sacrificial to somebody out here. But your eternal soul. There is a double. There was a copycat that came out. Yeah. And somebody is a copycat on my platform, and you're just not me, and you're never going to be me. You know, I've done research, like a lot of you all, on those psychopathic people and narcissistic people, and they do a lot of copying and mirroring of people, and they're kooks. People are just freaking kooks in the earth realm. Pick through my hand. It says when you speak, they listen. Of course they do. They're searching for information and all that kind of stuff. And anyway, pack your bags, baby. Somebody going somewhere. Okay. Anyway, somebody's leaving. Somebody getting a divorce. I guess you are. It says to let the wicked forsake his way, and the unrighteous man his thoughts, and let them return unto Jehovah, and he will have mercy upon you, and to our Elohim, for he will abundantly pardon. Somebody trying to get out of something in some mischievous way, and only the truth is going to set you free from something. Some leadership is out here, and you have an obligation to do the truth to somebody who's been oppressed. And just because you got some kind of connection out here, God's not biased. Only thing we bias to is the truth and righteousness. That's it. Because everybody's protected in that energy. I don't care who this person is to you. They're in the wrong. That's craziness. Grieved. The truth. Yeah. And the truth sets you free. The dart. I'm being reminded of that scripture about whoredom. And you don't know, this is going to shoot right through your liver. And you ain't gonna live, man. Because a dart energy can take you back to anxiety. It also can take you back to the whore. That'll lead you right down to the pit, and you don't know there's death there on you. And a lot of people have died because they went that route. This is hitting the target. This is also getting a victory in something, but it's also a hateful rune on the other side of it. And then the little plot around the relationship. The letter D. The letter T and the letter D. Mr. Donald Trump, we expect you to do righteousness. And you take away the wicked from before you, because you're the person over this nation. The United States of America came out yesterday. And you do what's correct. God's gonna do something. You already got huge things around your own life, but righteousness will exceed everything that you've ever done. Whatever this is, sir, or somebody's name is Todd or TD, is it the preacher? Whoever any of us is in the earth realm. If you don't do the truth, you're a loser. This is some plot here around some stupid relationship. It better end. It better end. Whoever who is. I don't know anybody's heart, but God does. And he's brought specific letters out here. Also the letter J and the letter K. Jake is here as well. The A is also out here. The T actually is also out here with the moon as well. Anyway, you guys go ahead and plot. God's going to see that he protects his people all day long. We don't fear you. You better fear our God, or you're fixing to die, folks.